The Prime Minister will be hosting a Q&A with more than 150 community leaders in Western Australia. It's after an historic federal cabinet meeting in Port Hedland. Our reporter Crystal Wu is live in Port Hedland. Crystal, what's on the agenda?
Tom, the Prime Minister and his federal cabinet will be meeting at the town's shipping control tower before hosting a discussion with more than 150 community and Indigenous leaders here in Western Australia. This is the first time the federal cabinet has met in regional WA. Port Hedland is the world's largest shipping export town, so the Prime Minister's visit here today is a very significant one.
Our town puts out, over $1 billion a week and into the federal government. So basically, we're a $68 billion revenue for the state federal government to actually come to our town. We're very excited. Our community's excited. And with Port Hedland, if Port Hedland's strong, the Australian economy is strong.
But not everyone is invited to this community meeting. Carnarvon Mayor Eddie Smith, who has recently called on the Prime Minister to visit his town, which has recently spiked in alcohol-fuelled violence, says he wasn't invited to the community meeting today and he would have been happy to drive up to talk to the Prime Minister if he were invited. Here's what the Prime Minister had to say in response.
I've been to WA 9 times. 9 times since I've been the Prime Minister. I have been to Albany. Tomorrow I'll be meeting with Indigenous groups from the Pilbara, along with 150 people who are joining the community consultation that we have put in place.
Another topic that will be discussed today is the government's decision to scrap its cashless debit card program, which is argued to have caused a spike in violence across regional communities. Opposition leader Peter Dutton was in Perth yesterday and he touched on this topic. Here's what he had to say.
The Albanese government, one of their first decisions that they took was to abolish the cashless debit card, and by abolishing the cashless debit card, the rivers of grog have just reopened. They've started to flow and we're seeing a step up in violence again.
Tom, there will be a lot of topics discussed during the meetings today, including the Indigenous voice to Parliament and the crime-ravaged communities, the spike in the violence here. But it's where the Prime Minister won't visit that is causing the most attention.